What's your favorite scary movie?
Oh, come on, you know I don't watch that shit.
Why not? Too scared?
No, it's just what's the point? They're all the same. Some stupid killer stalking some big-breasted girl who can't act, who's always running up the stairs when she should be going out the front door. It's insulting.
Hello! And welcome to episode 36. 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. We're in the 30s. Woo! We're in the mid to upper or early 30s.
Welcome to Kim and Kat Stay Alive, maybe.
We are a horror movie comedy podcast where we tell the other one a horror movie and try to see if they'll stay alive in it. And spoilers galore. Spoilers abound.
Spoilers, get ready.
I am so comfortable right now. You ever just like find your spot and you're like, well, this is it, everybody.
You look comfortable.
This is it, everybody. Take a picture.
You're sprawled.
We'll post it. I feel just great.
Sprawled.
Especially
in a real sprawl right now.
How's it going?
I can't even get y'all in there. You're so sprawled out.
I know. I'm just really... That's the one good thing about having a really compact podcast partner. Kim can really kind of wedge herself into small places. And it means I can really sprawl it out.
The weirdest thing. A compact podcast partner.
That's what I look for in my podcast partners. Can they fit into small spaces? Are they compact?
It's true. I really do squeeze myself in.
I don't need the deluxe version. I need the compact.
That's why I can sleep on airplanes.
The pocket version. Yeah, Kim just folds herself into... It folds herself in half, goes right to sleep. I'm a long torsoed lass. It's hard for me to fold in half. Anyway. Anyhoozle.
Just a few facts about us. And I guess we should shut this down now.
Yep. We'll see ourselves out.
We're gonna take a walk in the forest.
Yep. In the suicide forest. Oof. I hope you have a less depressing movie than I had last week.
We'll see.
We are a comedy podcast, and we really put that to the test last week.
It's good when I cry and scream. And
we have trigger warnings and resources for suicide hotlines
that were
super funny.
Laughing away. Did we laugh at all last week? I don't recall.
No, we laughed a little, but it was like cathartically.
It was like that weird laugh of sadness.
I have started my funeral moonbounce business since we last spoke.
Great.
It's really getting off the ground.
Great.
Or in the ground.
Ooh,
6 feet under.
Goodbye.
Seeing myself out again.
Catherine's not even going to be part of this episode.
Not. I've left several times already. Hey.
Hello.
How's it going?
Good.
Does this... So you guys know by now that our timeline is
wackadoozle.
At the time that
I have no idea
hitting people's earballs, are you still in Bali?
No, I think I'm back
from Bali.
But we're recording again same day. So it's just we're packing them in.
Yeah.
And I leave tonight.
Kim is still about to leave tonight. I still can't
the time
walk.
Has gotten closer.
I still am sore from jump roping, and I still hurt my neck. Those things are all still going on.
So yeah. Nothing new to report.
Nope.
No new reviews.
No new reviews in the 30 minutes since the last one. It's like we time travel every week.
Whoa.
Isn't that cray?
I guess we could give a shout out to one of our newest Patreons since last week.
Oh my God, let's give a huge shout out
to Mackenzie
Parker.
Shout it out.
Mackenzie Parker. Huge shout out, dude. I'm so excited. He hasn't picked his shirt or tote yet.
Ooh.
I'm very excited to see what he picks. Well, maybe, past Kim and Ket don't know what he's picked.
Right.
Future Kim and Ket might know what he's picked.
He might have some polls to vote on.
Ooh,
got some games to play. He's got a lot.
He's got so much to do.
And he's gonna ask us anything.
Oh, fuck. That's right. I fucking forgot it. Yep.
So
Mackenzie,
you guys should join if you want to get in there.
Ask away. If you join at that
and
tier
us.
above, you get to find out the answers to the questions that Mackenzie gets to ask us. Very exciting.
So yeah, thank you so much. We really, really appreciate you and all of our patrons. You guys fucking rule.
You all rule so hard.
We're excited to bring you lots more cool stuff.
Yeah. One of the cool things we want to bring you is, did you watch a movie for me to
I
hear about?
did.
Great. Tell me a story.
Okay. I watched Terrifier.
Shut the fuck up. Okay, so Patrick told us that it was like really upsetting. Was he right?
Was. Yeah.
Okay.
I blacked that out because I didn't remember that information.
Shit. Patrick Ewald, if you are listening, let's hear it.
So this is our friends over at Dread Presents and then an Epic Pictures release. So
This is the
shout out to them.
French clown scary person.
Sure.
It's a
black and
clownish
white clown.
Black and white clown. Yeah. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
I picture French clowns being a little bit more streamlined. They don't have like big wigs and red noses.
I don't know why you're calling it a French clown, but
In my head, that's what they look like. Moving on. I'll find a picture of a French clown.
I'm not going to lie that I don't want to tell you. Put a pin in that and remind me in the end.
Pins pinned.
So yeah, so shout out to our friends at Dread and Epic. Here we go.
Oh God, I'm terrified.
So we'll start with Dead or Alive.
God.
First off,
Me. Dead.
TV interviewer / reporter lady.
Alive.
Sexy scarecrow.
Ooh. Dead.
Sexy skeleton.
Dead.
Pizza guy.
Oh, he's dead.
Mike the pest guy.
Dead.
Sister.
Alive.
Art the clown.
Art the clown. Alive.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah.
All right.
That was a lot.
I always want lots of dead or alives. I feel like I really fucking deliver on those.
How though?
I don't know. It's a skill, I guess.
It's not a skill. It's not anything. But how do you do it?
I don't know.
And how come I can't?
I don't know. Same reason you can't do the boxer jump rope.
Same reason you can't move, bitch.
I know. I can't move. It's true.
I was like, just try and catch me.
Oh, God.
Fucker.
Yep.
All right. So we start on an old timey TV, but maybe like 70s, 80s.
Okay.
It reminded me of like the TV that what's his face is watching in Nightmare on Elm Street in like the first scene on his bed.
Oh, yeah. So we got some knobs. We got some static.
Yeah, it's
Got it.
exactly static.
Okay.
What's his face?
Johnny Depp?
Johnny Depp.
Yeah, Johnny Depp.
That's exactly what I meant.
Yeah.
So it's just like sitting on the floor. And it's
Okay.
like kind of that exact like yellow color and small. And it's like actually static. And it's all fuzzy. Things start coming into focus. And there's a woman reporter lady. And she's like, this is an interview with the sole survivor of the Mass County massacre that happened exactly 1 year ago today.
Shit.
And then it kind of cuts to the blurred face and kind of like weird voice of a survivor. And the interviewer says, so you woke up from the coma and saw your face. What was your reaction? And then it's a close up on the actual face.
Oh, God.
And it's like deformed. There's like an eyeball bulging out and another missing eyeball and just like a very, very deformed face
Oh, no.
of a lady. And she says that her reaction was, I wish I was dead. She says, people are frightened by me, so isolation is ideal. Her voice sounded weird almost through like a robot machine thing.
Like
almost.
a trach
Yeah,
machine.
and I don't know that she like actually has that, but because she's not holding that up
Yeah.
or anything, but it sounded similar to that a little
Gotcha.
bit. So the interviewer's like, your attacker, Art the clown. There's controversy surrounding his supposed death. And we see big black clown shoes start walking towards the TV.
Ner.
And she says, the body disappeared the next day.
If Michael Myers taught us anything, it's that he's not dead, probably.
Cool. If you could just leave again, that would be great. The survivor says, he's dead. I saw it happen. And then the clown kicks the TV and shatters the screen. So now we're kind of with the clown on the back of the clown, and he's putting on makeup and stuff. And this is going like over the credits.
Okay.
And he's like picking up makeup from the table and like getting clown ready and stuff. And he is a black and white clown.
Okay.
So a French clown, if you will.
Yeah. I will.
And he just has like gross teeth, and like he's picking up makeup off the table that's just like next to knives and like weapons and different things like that as
bummer.
he's like preparing and like kind of prepping his weapons and different things like that.
This feels ominous.
Yeah. So cut back to the interviewer, and now she's in her dressing room. She's on the phone talking to like her significant other, kind of doing makeup, and she's talking shit about the survivor.
Oh, what?
And
the
she's
reporter
like,
is?
yeah.
What a bitch.
She's like, I thought she was going to attack me. And she's like, gosh, I almost gagged at one point. And
what
she's like,
a fucking scrote monster.
yeah, she's a fucking monster. And she's like, babe, if I look like that, put me out of my misery.
Done.
And then she hears like a noise behind her, kind of behind the clothing rack. She looks back, nothing. So she goes back to the phone. And so they kind of say goodbye. She gets another call and she's like, hello? No one's there. And then she hears the noise again. Question number 1.
Shit.
What does she do and what do you do?
She's at her mirror. Mm-hmm. Okay. And she hears a noise behind her. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Behind like the clothing rack that's behind her.
So she's not in her home. She's at like
She's in the dressing room.
in the dressing room. Okay. So what does she do? She peeks through the clothes in the clothing rack to see what it is. What I am going to do is I am going to pick up something heavy. I'm in a dressing room. So I imagine maybe a lamp or something like that. Just anything around me that's like very heavy. I'm going to pick it up and I'm going to go to the door without turning away from the clothing rack. And I'm going to open the door and walk out of the room. And then bring somebody back in to see if someone's there.
Okay. I'm going to give you 1.5 points.
Okay.
So she, just because of what happens,
Sure.
you had a good idea.
Okay. Great.
She walks back to the clothing rack, opens it. Mm-hmm.
So that was my point, right?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Point for that. There's nothing there.
Okay.
And then she turns around. She's attacked! The survivor woman grabs her face, grabs her head, grabs her face, gouges her eyeballs with her thumbs.
Stop
Gouges
it.
until her eyes pop the fuck out of her fucking head until she dies. And on the ground, like survivor woman is just like kind of creepy laughing over her body.
Well, you asked for it, bitch.
So
What a shitstorm.
here we go.
Okay.
Cut to nighttime. We're outside and 2 girls are walking down the street.
How many nights? 1, 2, or 3?
One night.
One night. Got it.
It's
1.5
night
nights?
and a half.
Night and a half. Got it.
Yeah, because it's like the bars are probably closed.
Okay.
Closing. It's closing time.
Gotcha.
It's night closing time. Night.
Okay.
So, because it's 2 girls who are walking down the street and they were just at a Halloween party and or bar or something. So like they're talking about, one of them is sexy scarecrow and one is a sexy skeleton. Obviously.
Yes. Sure. What would we be? Would you want to be the sexy skeleton or the sexy scarecrow?
Sexy skeleton.
Oh, shit. I wanted to be the sexy skeleton too.
Too
I'll
late.
be the sexy scarecrow. It's fine.
It's fine. Scarecrow is clearly the more drunk one and the one that's more like, oh my God, all these guys were hitting on me, da 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 da, like lots of boys, like flirty,
Bitch,
and
you're
stuff
the
like
scarecrow. If that's how it's playing.
that. I already claimed the skeleton. Get the fuck out.
Okay.
I'm just gonna make her fun.
All right, cool.
Also, the sexy skeleton looks very much like Neve Campbell.
Oh, wow.
Like, very.
Interesting.
Did anyone else think that when you guys saw it? I feel like she looks exactly like Neve Campbell. Anyway, yeah, they're just kind of like talking about the party and guys like buying them drinks, and they're walking to Scarecrow's car, and she tries to like get in her car and Skeleton's like, bitch, no.
You're drunk.
You're drunk as fuck.
Bagel and cream cheese.
Bagels and cream cheese. That's exactly what I thought. I like
You wrote bagels and cream cheese?
In my brain I wrote it, but I was like,
yeah,
I know we'll talk about it.
Yeah. I guess we should say what bagels and cream cheese is.
Ketrin and I have a thing where this is like kind of a moot point now that Uber exists. But
yeah, back in the day.
Back in the day when you would drive to bars more often, if one of us was driving and like it would be like basically it's like, you know, sometimes if you're like drinking a little bit, you're like, I'm fine.
I'm totally fine. Yeah.
Like bagels and cream cheese was the one that like are saying to each other to cut through the bullshit and be like, seriously, are you fine or are you not? And you had to actually be like, you know what? I'm not fine. Or like, no, genuinely, I'm okay.
It was like the thing that could cut through the drunk where it would be like, check in with your body, like do a body check. Can you actually, and it fucking worked. Mm-hmm. I feel like there was a couple times where like one of us would say bagels and cream cheese and be like, we should call a cab.
Yeah, totally.
So she bagels and cream cheese the scarecrow.
Yeah. And she's like, bitch, nah. Because she's like, you are not driving and I am not dying tonight. So they're kind of arguing. And then we see Art the Clown with his bag of goodies walking towards them down the street.
Something tells me there's not real goodies in there.
And Skeleton grabs the keys. Scarecrow is kind of like, you're drunk too. Like clearly Scarecrow's like wasted.
Right.
And, you know, but she's like, you're drinking too. And so Skeleton like gets the keys and she's like, okay, let's get food first. And she's like, then I'll definitely be good to drive.
Sure.
So they're like, let's get some bagels and cream cheese and I'll be good.
Yeah.
And Art is just like staring at them.
Where is he in relation to them?
Like, it's hard to tell because they don't really do wide shots per se.
Okay.
Like, so it's kind of just like, but it's like probably on the same block.
Okay. Because in my head, I'm picturing when we would go to Barney's Beanery and park across the street at one of those meters.
Right.
And he's like on the other side.
Like I would say they're on the same block,
Okay.
the same side of the street at least.
Gotcha. Okay.
But
Good
he's
old
just
Barney's
like
Beanery.
staring at them. And so Scarecrow just starts like yelling like, hey, oh, like, I don't even know. Take a
because
picture.
it's Halloween, so they're like costume. Got it.
Exactly. So she just is kind of like yell flirting with him. And,
Sure.
and Skeleton's just like, she's drunk.
Been there.
So they kind of like do whatever. They look back. He's gone.
Yell flirting.
Oh, but like when yell flirting.
Yeah. Oh no.
My favorite thing in the world.
I didn't even so many.
I mean, we can cut this. I don't know. It's too much of an inside joke.
You can tell it from your perspective and we'll cut it if we have to.
I can't even tell it. This is one of my. It's not going to be funny to anyone.
I know,
but it's one of my favorite things that's ever happened. We're like, Catherine had like, I don't know if you just hooked up with this guy or if you like dated at some point, but you weren't really anymore, or maybe you were still talking or something,
somewhere in between all of those things,
right? But Catherine was driving. I was in the passenger seat. We were stopped at a red light. And from my side of the car, I see this guy, Ian, and and he starts crossing the street because his way is green. So he's like crossing in front of us. And Ketrin, Ketrin, and I say, oh, and he walks by, he's starting to walk by, and I'm like, oh, isn't that Ian? And with no word or anything to me, Ketrin immediately rolls down the window and just goes, Ian! Ian!
And what was I going to do? He would have had to stop in the middle of the crosswalk.
And so he came over and said hi to us. But I was sitting there trying not to laugh so hard because I was like, it was like silence. And I'm just like, oh, isn't that Ian? Ian! Like, and I was like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
I wasn't even that into
it.
It
was a desperate yell out the window.
How did I find a husband?
I don't know. It makes no sense.
It doesn't. It makes no sense. I agree. Okay, so she yell flirts with him.
She yell flirts with him. When Skeleton is like, hey, let's go get food. I know this pizza place around the corner, blah, blah, blah. Whatever. They look back and Art's gone. So we show up at Pizza Wines Liquor, and
My kind of place.
Skeleton is there by herself in a booth. She's looking at her phone, and her phone dies. The battery dies. A sexy Scarecrow comes out from the back, and she's like, I just took the longest piss of my life. It's a little tiny pizza shop.
Gotcha.
Just, no one else is even in there.
Okay.
And then Scarecrow's talking about how one of the guys wants her to come over tonight, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, obviously, I'm not going to. And Art the Clown walks in. And
No
he
clowns allowed.
is just staring at them. And he sits at a booth across from them.
No.
And I just wrote, creepy.
I don't want him to.
And he's staring at them, and specifically Skeleton. And he is staring, and then just gets a big smile on his face.
No.
And then he just starts making all these like clown faces and doing like dumb clown things. And I just wrote, I hate this.
I hate this. I'm going to the forest.
Oh my God, you guys. This is rough for me. So Skeleton's like, let's get food to go.
Okay. Yeah.
Question number 2. What does Scarecrow do, and what do you do?
Scarecrow. Okay. Scarecrow is still drunk. So I think she confronts Art and is like, hey, motherfucker, why the fuck are you staring at us? Fuck you. Like, gets really belligerent with him. What do? I am going to acknowledge him as little as possible. Like, sort of taking deep breaths so as not to like show my fear, maybe even smile back at him, very just sort of politely go up and get my pizza, quietly whisper to the pizza guy, if that clown follows me, call the police. And then I'm going to calmly walk out and probably call the cops myself as well and tell them where I am.
Okay. I'm going to give you, again, 1.5 points. Because she does confront him.
Okay.
But with a different vibe.
Oh.
She goes up to him. He keeps staring at Skeleton.
No.
Just like
Past
her.
Yeah.
And she's like, hey, I want to take a picture with you. And she sits on his lap and takes a selfie.
I hate this.
And then like goes back. And he, again, just staring straight at Skeleton. So now pizza owner, who's like very New York, New Jersey guy, goes up to Art and is just like trying to get him to order. Again, staring straight at Skeleton. No acknowledgement of anything that's happening.
I hate this.
And he's just like, dude, you got to order, you got to get out of here.
Yeah.
Like whatever. But pizza guy goes back to work for the moment. Art now goes to the table behind the girls where someone had clearly just left. There's like some change on the table. He picks up like a quarter and goes to one of the little, not vending machine, but the little twisty knob things that you get, like gumball machines that has like toys and shit in it.
Okay, yeah,
and
yeah,
then like puts a coin in and pulls out a ring and goes over to Skeleton and like kneels down in front of her and is like miming like, will you marry me?
No,
And
thank you.
So like she lets him like put the ring on her finger.
Stop.
And then he like walks to the back past the like back to like where the bathrooms were. And Scarecrow's just like, that's the nicest thing a guy has done for you all night.
Oh my God.
So pizza owner guy comes back and he's like, you two okay?
No.
And Scarecrow's like, it's fine, he's harmless.
Why do you know that, Scarecrow? Like, why do you know that? That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever fucking heard. You have no fucking clue that I'm furious.
Is true.
I'm fucking furious.
And pizza guy's like, don't worry, I'll take care of him. And he goes to the back.
Great.
So now Skeleton is still staring at the booth where Art is because his bag is still sitting there. And she's like, what do you think's in it? And then we hear from the back, you fucking freak, get the fuck out of here. And we see pizza guy throwing Art out of the fucking restaurant.
Great.
He comes back in, grabs the bag and throws it at him too. And then he says to his employee, he's like, Ramon, grab a mop and some bleach.
What did he do?
What did he do? So we cut to the girls walking down the street again. and they're talking. What do you think he did in there? And of course, Scarecrow's like, he totally jizzed all over the place. He had such a hard on for you. Da, 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 da. And Scarecrow's like, are you okay to drive now? And Skeleton's like, yeah, that sobered me right the fuck up.
Sure.
They get to the car, to Scarecrow's car, and she says, shit.
What?
Question number 3. What's wrong? Why does she say that?
Because she left her keys in the restaurant and now has to walk back.
The tire is flat.
No!
And they're like, was it flat this whole time?
Fuck.
And she's like, no, I would have fucking noticed before, right?
Call the
and
popo,
then
bitch.
Scarecrow is just like, why does this always happen to me? And Skeleton's like, okay, well, like, where's your spare tire? And Scarecrow's like, it's on the car.
Scarecrow, you can't drive a donut for that long. God
and now
damn
Scarecrow is like feeling a little sick because she's
Sure.
drunk. And Skeleton's like, okay, give me your phone. I'm going to call my sister
No.
to come pick us up.
No, call the police. I'm so bad.
So now we cut back to the pizza shop and we hear pizza employee guy being like, this is fucking sick.
Oh, God.
He's like, you better get me some overtime.
Yeah.
And, and he's like, we see him spraying the bathroom and like, there's like shit everywhere.
I knew it was some sort of bodily.
And he even like spelled art like on the wall in shit. And he's like, you got me cleaning piss and shit at 1:00 in the morning.
Yeah. I
like,
quit.
The fuck? And he's just like, Steve, you better get me some fucking overtime. So cut to now a new girl who's on her computer. She's getting a phone call.
Okay.
It's the sister.
Oh, right.
So she says she's studying for a midterm and Skeleton's like, we're stranded. Could you come pick us up? And like, she's like, clearly she's the sister that like needs to stay up for midterm. Like she's like the one that's like,
and I know that
taking care of business.
where you're like, is there a way for me to just not do this? But you know that there is no way for you to just not do it.
Well, no. I'm saying she's the sister. Like she's used to Skeleton, like getting into like doing this shit all the time, kind of thing. So this is the sister that's like responsible. This one's not,
Gotcha.
kind of thing. Because it was just like, and like Skeleton was kind of like,
right.
Would it be okay if you came and picked us up?
Yeah.
And she's like, bro, I need to be up in 5 hours. And so Skeleton's like, okay, I mean, never mind. I didn't realize that you had a midterm. Then sister's drunk roomie, who's like dressed in a costume, of course, like comes in and is like making out with a guy, like brings a guy into the dorm room that they clearly share and is like making out with a guy. And so sister's like, you know what?
I'll come.
I guess I could stretch my legs.
Yeah. So
now the girls are waiting in the car and Skeleton seems like a little nervous. She keeps looking over her shoulder and Scarecrow's like, what's wrong? And she's like, nothing. And then Skeleton's like, what if the clown did this to your car?
Yeah.
And Scarecrow's like, that's fucking ridiculous. It was probably a nail.
It's absolutely not ridiculous at all.
Yeah. And so cut back to pizza shop. And the worker's now like calling for Steve. Like he's taking his gloves off, pulling the mop out or whatever. He's like, Steve. And he walks out to the front. Bam! Steve's bloody face ripped away from his skull is hanging with like a candle lit inside it. Literally looks like a Michael Myers mask style of like skin and hair with a candle inside of it. Fire coming through his eyes. And
I
then
am leaving.
Close up on that, and then Art pops up from behind it with a butcher knife. And Ramon runs to the back door, and it's locked. And he's like, help! Then the phone starts ringing. So he like runs to the phone, goes to reach to answer. Art chops his hand off. There's blood spurting everywhere. And then he stabs him in the cheek. Stabs him in the cheek. Back to the girls. What if he's watching us right now? And Scarecrow's like, he's harmless. Cut back to Art stabbing Ramon over and over and over again. The girls, no, he was different. Stab in the eye. That smile stayed with us. Deadeye. Stab, stab.
God.
What was in the bag? Stab. I don't know. Stab, stab. I need to just shut up. You're freaking me out. Stab, stab, stab. Just cutting back and forth between those two things. So just like dead, bloody face.
Oh, God.
Cut back and forth. So
I'm
now
really mad at these girls.
We're with the girls again, and Skeleton like really fucking has to pee. And so Scarecrow's like, just pee outside.
God.
And Scarecrow's like, just pee outside. And and Scarecrow's like, or Skeleton's like, I can't just like pee in the street like you do, Scarecrow. And I'm like,
you need to be able to pee in the street.
What the fuck? So then they're sitting in front of this.
Be able to pee in the street.
Be able to pee in the street.
Yeah.
They are sitting in front of this like building, and a guy kind of walks out on a stoop wearing kind of a jumpsuit for like taking a smoke break. And Scarecrow like jokingly is like, I mean, you could go up to that creepy looking dude in front of that even creepier looking building and ask him to use the bathroom. Question number 4. What does she do and what do you do?
She goes up. How much of an idiot is she? All right. I'm going to say what I'm going to do. I am going to pee in the street, and then I'm going to call the police to come to where I am. Yes, I know my sister's coming. I'm still calling the police. What does she do? She's so dumb. Does she go back to the pizza shop to use their bathroom? 1 point.
1 point for you.
Okay.
Skeleton gets out of the car, runs up to him, and asks to use the bathroom.
Okay. All right.
And he's kind of like, I mean, like, I'm just like here for a job. Like, I don't even have, like, I can't like really let you in, you know? And she's like, seriously, it's an emergency. It'll be 2 seconds. And he's just like, okay, I guess make it quick.
Yeah.
So they go inside. It's like a dilapidated building. Like, it's like maybe an old apartment building.
And he's there for work, quote unquote.
So I'll tell you what he does.
Okay. Well, sorry, I thought I missed. Like, I was like, is he a bounce? I was confused.
I was about to say, but I was going to describe the building to you first. He's a pest control guy. And he's like, it's a good thing you caught me while you did, because I'm about to bomb the place.
Ugh.
And for rats.
Right.
So it's just like an old fucking, like, there's just like, I don't even know. Like, maybe it was apartments. Maybe there's like all kinds, like every room they go into seems to be like a different thing.
Right.
So anyway, so he takes her like through a doorway, down some stairs, into just like, it's just like dark and creepy. Like, where the fuck are we?
Yeah.
Dirty and gross. And then he like shows her where the bathroom is. It's disgusting.
Ew.
I was like, literally peeing on the street would be
cleaner.
So much cleaner than this. Like, cleaner and better in 1,000 ways.
Oh God,
I don't even understand.
I can like see the bathroom.
It's not like you're sitting on that toilet. So like, stand and pee in the street.
Stand and pee.
I don't fucking like. It made no sense to me.
Yeah.
But
did she have a unitard on? Was her skeleton costume a unitard?
No, it's like a little.
Oh, okay. Because I was going to say, like, if she had to like fully disrobe on the street.
Well, maybe it was.
Yeah.
She had like a little skirt thing on, but maybe underneath.
Yeah.
That would have been. I mean. That's a good thing to add.
Yeah.
Point for me.
Point for me.
Damien Leone. That's a good thing for Terrifier 2, or any gentlemen that are writing scripts about women. A reason that a lady might really need to go into a bathroom is because if she's wearing like a romper or a jumpsuit or a leotard,
and those are in
you gotta
style
get naked.
Now. Fully. It is a singular feeling to be in a public bathroom and be fully nude. Fully nude. Just
completely naked.
Yeah, completely naked.
To sit down and pee.
Because there are...
That's a really great reason.
Yeah, because there are rompers and unitards where not only do you have to take them fully off to go to the bathroom, but they often also don't allow you to wear a bra for whatever reason. Yeah. So when we say fully nude, we mean fully nude.
Yeah. So, yeah, great script idea for all of you.
Yeah.
And us.
Copyright.
So he's like, here's the bathroom. He's like, do you need me to wait for you? And she's like, you remember like how we came in?
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah, I'll be fine.
No, you won't.
So now Scarecrow is in the car by herself, listening to the radio, taking selfies, obviously.
Sure.
The radio's on and the news comes on and it talks about, oh, there's just been a double homicide at Pizza Wine Liquors. Look out for a tall man in a black and white clown costume. And then like sirens actually pass by her. And so she's like, fuck. And so she's like looking at her phone and like listening to that. The passenger side door opens and she's like, you won't even believe what I just heard. And she looks over
And it's art.
It's art.
Fuck me. God damn it.
And he's just smiling and bloody, and she screams. Cut to the pest guy. He puts his headphones in with some music, and he's like going to work. So he carries his like little canteen.
Sorry?
Canteen?
Okay.
Of poison?
Yep.
Up
Canteen
the stairs.
of poison.
Ba-bum, ba-bum, off to work we go.
Got my canteen of poison.
So now Skeleton's walking out of the bathroom, and she hears a weird sound, and it's like a mixture of a baby / cat,
No, thank you.
and I'm not sure which at any point in time.
Can we just say it's a baby? I'm more comfortable with that.
It's like
Not a cat. Oh, God. Oh,
Does that
God.
sound like a baby or a cat?
It sounds like neither, but I'm with you.
Yeah, it was that. So now she goes to like some creepy garage kind of sliding door and opens it, and there's like tires everywhere. Like it's hard, like maybe this is an auto shop in this part of it, but still seems like it all seems like dirty and
really
old.
multi.
It's from this point forward, unless I tell you we went to another room, we're in the same room, because
Building.
it'll always be like hard to tell where the fuck we are.
Got it.
So, or like anything that I talk about will be in this room until I say we go to another room.
Got it. I'm with you.
So I'm not going to try to
So
trick
we're-
you by
we're in a-
being like, I go to another room and that's, or
Gotcha.
remembering things from other rooms, because it's like, I don't understand
Okay, so
where
we're
anything
in a,
is.
we're
in
in a
this
terrifying
fucking building.
room of
It's like
requirements.
a warehouse of fucking crazy shit.
Okay.
So anyway, she opens the door. There's like tires everywhere, and she sees a shopping cart with like a ton of shit in it. And now she hears the sound more like by that, and it's just like row, row.
What is it?
And she goes and like peeks over to the side of the shopping cart. Bam! There's a lady behind her.
What?
Holding a baby
No.
doll? Question mark.
Oh, okay.
And she looks a little rough. And the lady's like, your eyes tell me everything. No need to be frightened.
Nope.
You must be the new tenant.
Nope.
Nice to meet you. And then she starts talking to the doll and says, this is my daughter, Emily.
No, it's not.
Say hello, Emily. And shows her face of the doll in her arms. And Skeleton's just like, yeah, great. Excuse me. I actually have to go find the landlord. I have to,
Get my
first
keys.
month's rent is
Yep.
due. And so the lady's like, oh, good. So she leaves, goes back through the building out to up the little short stairwell to the front doors that they walked in on. Bam! Art is there.
Hi, Art.
Inside the doors.
How are you?
Standing there with his bloody hands up, one of them holding a scalpel. And then he jumps at her. And she turns and runs back down into that area.
Shit, motherfucker.
So now she's like going through the garage, and there's cars everywhere. So she's hiding in between a bunch of cars. And Art is like looking around the cars.
Okay.
And so she's kind of watching him like through one of the windows. And he's just doing like weird shit, because he's like, here's why it's funny you called him a French clown, because he's basically like a mime clown.
Oh, shit. And he's just like...
So he kind of like mimes a lot of things,
Yeah.
where he's just like, I don't even know. And then he's just like doing weird little things with his scalpel, kind
I
of
wish you
right in
guys
front
could
of
see
her
Kim right now.
And then he turns and looks kind of right in her direction.
Hi.
And she ducks back down real quick. And then she starts looking underneath the cars, watching his feet walk around.
Smart.
His big black clown shoes. And then he gets to like directly on the other side of the car that she's under,
Yeah.
on the other side, and just stands at her,
Right.
like looking
Like feet-
towards
toes
her.
facing her.
Yeah, toes facing her. And we see his face smile.
No.
She just sees the feet, and he walks away.
Um.
So then she peeks up through the window, and she can't see him anywhere. So she starts kind of like hunch walking towards the door where the crazy mom lady was.
Right.
And she doesn't see him anywhere. So she's like crawling, walking towards that door. Then she's stabbed.
No.
Stabbed in the ankle. Stabbed in the back of the ankle.
Ow.
He's behind her on the ground.
My
and
Achilles.
stabbing the fuck out of her Achilles.
Ow.
And she smacks him and knocks the scalpel onto the floor. And
Are
turns...
you saying scalpel?
Scalpel?
Okay.
Was I not saying scalpel the whole time? Was I saying scalpel? Scalpel.
I'm not.
Scalpel.
You're saying scalpel?
Scrapple?
Scrapple?
I love Scrabble.
I love Scrabble.
Scalpel?
Scalpel?
Scalpel.
Scalpel. Okay.
She knocks the scalpel out of his French arms.
Yes.
And turns to crawl away. He grabs her legs, and now he starts choking her, and she's able to reach the scalpel and grabs it. And he's on top of her, and he starts to gouge her eyes.
Stop with the eyeballs.
They really love gouging the eyes. And then she stabs him in the side.
Yes.
She gets up and runs to another door somewhere, starts banging on it, and she's like, help!
What the
help!
fuck is this building?
She grabs some like random metal rod.
Sure.
And then hides. So she's like leaned back up against a wall, and Art is like just now up and looking around like a fucking creep. And
he is a creep.
He's a real fucking creep. So she got her little metal rod, and then she grabs, like in front of her is like another little tiny piece of metal.
Okay.
And she's like her back's against a wall, but there's like space next to her. So he's now walking kind of right beside her, and he's looking in the other direction though.
Okay.
And he's like slow turning his head towards her. Question number 5. What does she do? What do you do?
Fuck. I was so hoping you weren't going to ask me a question just then because I was trying to understand what you were saying.
It's honestly like hard to tell like
okay.
the angles and stuff anyway. So
can they see each other?
He's about to see her.
He's about to see her.
He's like slow turning his head to look directly at her pretty much.
And she has that little piece of metal in her hand? And the scalpel.
No, the scalpel's scalpel. Why am I not saying it? Why does it come out like a weird word?
I don't know, but it's almost right. So I thought I was hearing it wrong.
No, I think I'm not saying it right.
It's scalpel.
Is it just, do I say it that way because of my accent? Or is that how I've always said it? Or am I just not saying it right? No. Scalpel.
There it is.
Scalpel.
Yep.
Now it doesn't even sound like a word.
Yeah, now it's just gibberish. Okay, so but the scalpel is stabbed in him or away.
I think it's away.
She doesn't have it.
She left it in his body.
I'm going to take a guess because, again, I can't really see. Is the piece of metal reflective?
No.
Fuck. Okay. Does he know she's there?
I don't think so.
Okay. I'm going to take the piece of metal and I am going to throw it to the other side of the fucking warehouse room of requirement place that we are to make a noise on the other side of the room to get him to hopefully walk towards that, and then I'm gonna try and scoot out the doors without like get a head start. I think she does the same thing. Yeah.
So she throws that little piece of metal across the room, and so he like turns and looks that way and goes over there. And then she like takes a second, like puts down the metal rod and starts looking at her ankle and kind of starts like crying.
Oh fuck her
and
fucking
doing
ankle.
that like covering face crying thing.
Yeah,
that happens a lot in horror movies.
The covering face crying thing.
You know when they're like trying not to make noise, they're just like
oh. Gotcha. To me, you were just describing crying, and I was like, yeah, some people like cover their face when they cry.
No, like trying not to like make noise when they're like.
It's way funnier when I think you're just being like shady and judgmental of how people cry.
Look, if you don't cry face wide open, like
who even are you?
I can't be friends with you.
Okay, so
if you don't put your tears fucking out there,
for the world to see,
loud and proud,
cry it out, bitch.
Cry it out.
Okay, so she's muffled cries. Got it.
And now we cut to another car and we see the sister driving, and she has the news on and she hears about the pizza murder and the black and white clown costume. Cut back to Skeleton. So she's like ducking behind some shit and trying to find a way out. She gets back up the little stairwell and into the actual front doors that she came in.
Yes.
And there's a chain wrapped around them with a padlock.
Oh, fuck.
Around the handles.
Because of the fucking pesticide dude.
No, I think Art did it.
Art did it. Fuck.
Yeah. So she's locked in.
Okay. Shit.
So now she goes up the steps of, say this was an apartment building, this would be the apartment building steps.
Right.
So she goes up those because it's like, there's like a doorway off to the left And that's like down into the room of requirement.
Right.
That turns into 27 other rooms.
Sure.
And then this is like going up the regular apartment building stairs. And that's what Pest Guy Mike took his canteen of poison up.
Gotcha.
In.
Sure. So fucking pesticide is locked in there too, as far as we know.
Yeah, but he's fucking jamming out, doing his job.
Doing his thing.
None the wiser. So she starts kind of limping up the stairs.
Oh, because I keep forgetting that her ankle.
Yeah, your fucking Achilles is still broke.
And that should
Baroque.
It is Baroque. That shit fucks you up. When your Achilles gets slashed,
no good.
It ain't good.
So she kind of gets to like one level and it seems like maybe it was an old office area.
What is this building?
It's unclear. So she like grabs a phone and is like, but it doesn't work.
Of course.
And so she tries that and then she goes out of there and then down the hallway all the way on the other end, she sees Pest Control Mike. His back is to her though. And so she's like, Mister, help me, please. Mister. Art grabs her from behind.
No!
And he covers her mouth. And right as he like pulls her out of the hallway, Pest Guy Mike turns around. So he doesn't see anything.
Fuck me.
Art is now like, it's like that cool shot where you can see down the hallway and still see Pest Guy, but you see Art and her just being pulled against the wall on the side of the wall. Like, so he's holding her and he injects her in the neck with something.
Oh, God damn it.
And she passes out immediately.
God damn it.
So she wakes up.
I don't want to. Can I go back to sleep?
Nope.
Okay.
This is where we are.
Okay.
This is what we chose to do. This movie made me be like, what are we doing with our lives?
That's so funny. The one for last week's episode made me do the same thing where I was like, why am I in a suicide forest right now? Why am I doing this?
Putting ourselves inside these situations.
We do it for you, everybody. Jesus fucking Christ.
Also, I hate clowns.
You fucking watched a clown I hate
did it
suicide. We really are going the distance for our fans.
It's crazy because I love suicide.
And I fucking am attracted to clowns. No, I'm not. Ew.
So
what if I had a clown fetish?
Ew. I mean, no shame on anyone's fetish, but
no, like no shame
not for me.
But also, I can ew somebody else's fetish. Yeah. You can ew other people's fetishes. You just can't judge them for their fetish.
Yeah,
because,
you do you, bro. I just don't want none of that.
They might be ewing your fetish.
I'm sure they are.
Yeah, because your fetish is really gross too.
Totally is.
I mean, you should look into that. Are you in therapy for that fetish? It's weird.
Been there, done that. I don't have a fetish.
I don't.
Do I?
Do
what
you?
would it be? No.
I don't know. I mean, there's certain things that we like, but I wouldn't call them like a fetish.
No,
like
a
we're
fetish
not
is like a thing that you like need.
Yeah. Like
you like have to have it kind of thing. I just like to mix it up and
Sure.
have fun, you know?
I just like to see what's up.
So anyway,
What are we
back
doing?
to the movie. I don't know how we just talked about sex with clowns.
We were
Back to the murderous clown we're talking about. Somehow we veered into having sex with clowns from this fucking horrible tale.
Just really
of a
didn't
maniacal
wanna
monster clown.
be in that terrifying room of requirement
We
anymore.
tried real hard to get out of there.
But we're back in it.
We're back.
Okay.
So she wakes up. You wake up. Duct taped to a chair. So your arms are each duct taped down. Your mouth has a piece of duct tape on it, and then your feet are duct taped together.
Ugh. And also my Achilles are slit.
Right.
Also.
But you know what? That duct tape's probably helping the blood down there.
Yeah.
And there's kind of like a big sheet hung in front of you.
Yeah.
So she looks over to her right. Art is there, hunched over with his back to her. And he's just kind of looking through his shit, which happens to be a pile of weapons. He's kind of pulling on a chain, checking out that. He looks back at her and smiles.
Oh, God.
I wrote, I hate him so much.
I hate him a lot.
She starts struggling.
Sure.
She's like, let me the fuck out of here. We see kind of that this is his space because we see that TV there.
Oh, that's from the beginning?
Right.
Okay.
And he picks up a little like pickaxe and he goes up to her and kind of dodges at her, like lunges.
Yeah.
It's fucking
You would dodge
the
a
lunge.
Yeah.
Lunges at her.
I was with you.
And like fakes her out a couple times. Because she's like,
How funny. He's just clowning around. Fuck.
Goes back to the weapons, picks up a hacksaw.
No, thank you.
Do you know exactly what that looks like?
Yeah, it's like a little
The
loop-de-loop with the straight
Exactly.
saw. I just had to use one the other day, actually.
What? For why?
Oh, God. I'm very angry about it, actually. I was making a new shower rack, and it's an adjustable height that goes into the corner, and it's got like a pressure rod so that, you know, it's like a pressure rod kind of thing. Yeah. So the instructions are like, if you have a shower that is this tall to this tall, then put these pipes together. If you have a shower that's this tall to this tall, put these other pipes together. If you have a shower that's this tall to this tall, put these pipes together and saw 11 inches off of this pipe. It's metal. So I was like, you didn't tell me that I needed a hacksaw.
Did you have a hacksaw?
I happen to have a fucking hacksaw that's like rusted to oblivion.
Why
so
do you
Eric
have
and I,
rusty hacksaw.
it's just like
laying around.
it's, you know, it's for protection.
Murderers,
Yeah, for murderers, for
basically.
clown murders. But so Eric and I are, because at this point I'm like, I'm not gonna just not put the shower thing up. Like I have a vendetta with this shower thing now. So Eric and I are out on our porch at 9:00 at night, sawing metal with a rusty hacksaw. Just, God damn it, they didn't fucking put this on the box. If I known I need a fucking axe,
I would have just been like, well, I guess I'm returning this and getting something else since I don't have my hacksaw available.
Right. So that's why I
left
know
that in my workshop.
Yep. So that's why I know what a
is
hacksaw
not at
is.
my apartment.
Yeah.
So
Spoiler alert, I got the shower thing up.
happy to hear it.
Yep. Okay.
This hacksaw worked out for you.
I just keep trying to get
You're
out of
just
this.
trying to get
I
away
am
from
trying
this
to get
clown
out of
situation.
this clown situation. All right. So he's playing with his hacksaw.
I'm not going to let you get out of this one because
All
this
right,
is good.
okay,
This is
okay,
where
okay,
it gets good.
upsetting. Got it.
So he stands behind her and pulls her head back.
Stop.
And puts the hacksaw
No.
to her throat. And she's like, starts to be like, ah, ah. And he lets go and throws her kind of head down.
You
so he keeps
dick.
like faking her out. Then
Fucking scrote.
he goes over to the sheet that's in front of her and pulls it down.
Why?
Question number 6. What's behind it?
What is behind it? Oh, God damn it. I'm skeleton, right?
Your skeleton.
Is it my fucking like mutilated scarecrow friend? The end.
I'm going to give you half a point.
Okay.
It is your scarecrow friend.
I don't want it to be.
She is not mutilated.
What is she?
She's alive.
Okay. Okay.
She's hanging upside down.
Okay.
So her legs are spread.
Okay.
And so each foot is like taped to some, like a fucking whatever pipe or something up top.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And so her legs are spread open. And then her hands are duct taped behind her back.
Uh-huh.
And she also has a piece of duct tape on her mouth.
I hate this.
She is naked except for panties.
Uh-huh. I hate this.
And as soon as they see each other, they both start like kind of struggle screaming
Yeah.
and things like that. And so Art goes up to her.
To scarecrow or skeleton?
Art goes up to Scarecrow.
Uh-huh.
And rips her panties off, which we don't actually see.
Okay.
Like I actually kind of liked the way
I
they did a lot
appreciate
of
that.
things.
Yeah.
It's like you know what's happening,
But you
without,
don't
like,
have to
seeing
see it.
everything.
Yeah.
And he rips her panties off, and then he lifts up the hacksaw.
I don't. No.
Between her legs.
No.
This is exactly what I wrote on the page.
No.
I have it written so many times.
No.
Starts
Goodbye. And that's all, folks.
Sawing. And we just see blood dripping down her face. And then eventually we do actually see for like a second him slicing through her body.
No.
Starting at her vagina.
No.
And then he keeps sawing and sawing and sawing all the way down through her entire body and slices down to her breast and keeps sawing through her face.
No!
Gets a little more struggle once he's down at the more skull area. So once he's there,
his
and
hacksaw was much sharper than mine.
Cutting through. Oh, I forgot. I was like, what did I write there? Oh, her intestines fall out at one point. Obviously.
Sure.
And I'm just writing, no.
My fucking whole vagina hurts.
And then I was like, I'm just writing, I'm so upset. I'm just laughing uncontrollably at this point. Like I'm just uncomfortably laughing at this point.
God.
Like I'm just like, what's happening?
Do you think that was the part that Patrick was like, I can't?
Yes.
Okay.
This is the scene.
Okay.
As they call it.
Yeah.
So he's sawing through her skull still. Skeleton takes this opportunity to struggle more, and she rips one of the arms of the chair off.
Nice job.
And then she rips the tape off from her other arm. Art turns and sees her, and then she reaches down for her legs and starts to unwrap them because they're taped together.
Yeah.
He's slow walking towards her, and she untapes her feet. She gets it all off, and then he's right there, and she smacks him in the face.
Yes,
he
bitch.
falls back. She rips the mouth tape off. So all of her tape is gone. Question number 7. What does she do next and what do you do next?
Is the saw still in his hand?
No. Maybe?
Can I get to the saw?
No.
Okay.
Not that specific. I think he left the saw with the body. Let's just say that.
Okay. I am going to run for my fucking life and hope that my adrenaline keeps my Achilles together. I'm sorry. I cannot worry about you being sawed in half. I need to get out of here. I'm just going to run away forever.
My body's in half.
Yeah, and I'm going to.
I mean, like I'm a wishbone at this point.
Gotcha. And I'm going to make a
together
wish
by my top skull
that I get out of there. So okay, I'm gonna say that I'm in this terrifying room of requirement. I'm going to run as fast as I fucking can, but I'm going to multitask and keep my eye open for like literally anything that I can throw, saw, chop, stab, anything at him as I'm running, because I'm sure he's gonna get up in a second.
Where would you get that from, do you think?
His bag of goodies. I'm gonna run over to his bag of goodies and get some I don't know what's in there, but like some sort of fucking weapon, and then bolt for a door of some kind. But I'm definitely gonna arm myself with something from his bag of weapons. The end. She does too. And then also I kill myself. Goodbye. I'm going to the forest.
That was my clue. So he was like hunched over a pile of weapons. So I basically gave it to you, but you're welcome. It's true. My hints help you. Yours are just confusing. She runs to the weapon pile, picks up a knife, stabs him in the back.
Nice.
And then she hobbles away past her best friend's body. She does fail a bit there because I'm just like, keep stabbing. Never stop stabbing.
Yeah.
She just does one stab and runs.
Oh, no.
So
stab forever.
Cut to the sister at one point. She's still driving. Cut back now. So we're back in the car garage area now. She picks up a 2x4.
What is this building?
And Art comes walking in, looking around, and he has a big ass fucking knife in his hand.
Of course.
He hears a noise and walks that way.
Also, stab him in the head. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, stab wherever you can,
right?
When the opportunity comes, because
but also just forever,
yes,
never
stop stabbing.
Yeah.
What if you can't get to his head? Just stab. Stab. Just stab.
Yeah.
Stab. She's a 2x4. Art comes in holding a big ass fucking knife, and he hears a noise. Kind of walks that way. Doesn't see anything. We are looking at his back now. Mm-hmm. Now we cut to his face, so we see his face. And kind of how he came behind something before. Now Skeleton is behind him. She comes up and hits him in the head with a fucking 2x4.
Yes, bitch.
The knife falls onto the ground, and then she hits him again and again.
Yes.
And then she punches him in the gut with it.
Yes. Never stop hitting.
He like kind of slow bends down and clutches his gut. So now he's like turned sideways, clutching his gut. And
poor baby.
She hits him in the face and knocks him over. And then she's like, come on, motherfucker. Come on.
No.
And he's like all bleeding. And she's like, get up. Get the fuck up. And he wobbly starts to get up. And he's like still kind of like kneeling and bent over. And she lunges at him and bam, he shoots her. What? He had like been bending over to pull out a gun.
Oh, God
He turned
damn
and
it.
shoots her in the leg. So she falls back. She's fucking screaming and bloody. And crazy mom lady now hears the screaming, who's over there with her baby in the carriage. And she's just like, shh, it's all right. It's only the wind.
Nope, it's not.
So Skeleton's like crawling. Art is standing over her, shoots her in like the side. Ugh. And then she's like, ugh. And now she lays back and he stands over her again with the gun pointed at her. Bang, shoots again. Crazy mom lady now. I guess the new neighbor wasn't such a good idea after all.
Oh,
and then just kind of starts humming a lullaby.
Oh, no.
Cut to Skeleton. She's like wheezing and like struggling to breathe. Art holds the gun, shoots again. Click.
Yay, out of bullets, finally.
And then he mimes like, what the fuck, you idiot, to himself. Like, and then like walks back to the other room.
So funny.
And now we cut to the sister. She pulls up outside the building.
Okay.
And then Art goes to his weapon bag. The sister knocks on the front door of the building. I'm like, why? Shouldn't she be going to the car? It was weird that she went straight to there.
Yeah,
but
and also like if I
regardless.
see I mean, this doesn't bode well for the person I'm trying to pick up, but if I see a door that's like padlocked like that,
she can't tell. It's not. That's padlocked from the inside.
From the inside. Okay, gotcha.
So it just looks like a normal door to her.
But you're right. Why would she?
But I was like, you're going to pick them up, whatever.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. But I was like, weird. She went straight to the doorway. Anyway, she is knocking on the door and then she pulls out her phone. R is digging through his pile of weapons, finds more bullets, loads the gun, and then the cell phone in the pile starts ringing. It's the sister calling.
Hello?
And then a text comes through and it says, where are you? I'm standing in front of that creepy building.
Shit.
So cut back to the sister. She's on the stoop. She looks down. It looks like Scarecrow's hat is kind of like on the ground.
Fuck.
Then she gets a text and it says, Scarecrow's sick. Come around the back.
It's Art. Art sent
She
that.
heads to the back of the building.
No.
She does. She does it.
This is so okay. I'm having a lot of feelings right now because that's so tricky. Because like,
how do you know?
and yeah,
And why would you not think it was just your sister?
you know what we need? I just realized what we need, and we can't say it on the podcast. We can say what we're going. We need a
Ooh,
a
code
bagels
word.
and cream cheese for this.
Yes.
but it's like nobody else would know, and we can't say it on here because we actually need it.
Right.
Okay, keep going. We'll come up with
Good
it
idea.
after.
Everyone do that with your friends
Yeah.
too. So Art smiles and he is walking back towards Skeleton, but he stops and takes a quick little selfie with Scarecrow face.
You fucking asshole. Oh, with fucking Scarecrow face? With fucking
cut through body Scarecrow face.
what a jerk.
Half cut through face.
What a fucking jerk.
Cut through down to like, well, from the bottom
Right,
up to
right,
like
right.
the nose area maybe. So
I'm
takes a
bummed.
quick little selfie with her.
On the phone that he just sent the text from.
Yeah, her phone.
I
It was Scarecrow's
hate
phone.
this. I hate this.
Same phone that they had their last selfie on.
I hate this. Goodbye.
So
You can find me in the forest.
he goes back to Skeleton and bam, shoots her. Bam, 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 shoots again. Then he sees that crazy mom lady is right inside the same room now, staring at him, kind of scared. And
She's a little scared, a little
She's
freaked
a
out.
little like, the fuck? And Art looks over at her and waves. And so crazy mom runs away. Now we see the sister in the back alley area, which is creepy as fuck. And she's at some other creepy fucking door. Cut back to Pest Guy Mike.
Hey, Mike.
Still listening
Forgot
to music.
about you. What's up, Mike?
Still listening to music.
Hey, Mike. You're fucking worthless, Mike.
Just canteen poisoning away. And he
Just up
turns
here with
around. He turns around and bam! It's crazy mom lady.
Hi.
And she's like, can you help me? There's a dead woman in your basement. And he's like, dead? And she's like, he's killing them one by one. And
Crazy mom coming through.
but he's like, lady,
you're
like,
you're crazy.
go away or I'm calling the cops. And she's like, yes, call. And she keeps kind of talking crazy, but it's actually truth, because she's like, he has a white face with a little black hat. And he thinks it's funny because he's laughing and da-da-da-da-da. And Pesky Mike's just like, get away from me. And they kind of start like, she starts like grabbing at him because she's like, help me. And so he like pushes her away. Shit. And he kind of like walks away in the other direction. And then she's like, Emily.
Who Emily?
Emily.
Her baby?
Her baby.
Fuck.
So Pesky Mike is going down the stairwell now, and he hears below someone calling, hello, anybody in here?
Oh, God.
It's sister. And he's like, the fuck is going on?
The fuck is right.
So he like stops on the middle shelf.
Yep.
And
I'm with you.
Turns around.
We're on the middle shelf.
Pulls out his phone and calls someone. So now we see a bird's eye view. We see Art creeping up the steps behind him, and he gives a little tap, tap, tap on the shoulder. Pesky Mike turns around, hammer in the face.
Ah, fuck. Hammer in the face. That's my least favorite way to die.
Hammer in the face. He falls back. Art creepily waves goodbye to him.
Sorry, wait a minute. I just said hammer in the face was my least favorite way to die. That was before I knew about hacksaw in half.
Hacksaw in half.
That is now my least favorite way to die.
Yeah, no. I'm going to also go with hacksaw in half.
Hacksaw in half.
Hacksaw in half is...
Give me a hammer to the face any day.
Any day.
Honestly. I'll take it. Yes.
Nope.
Yep.
Hacksaw in half. Vagina
no,
first.
You. No,
it's
thank
gonna
you.
be I'm going to be with you on that.
I will take a hammer with a side of face, please.
No, thank you,
yes.
sir. Please, thank you.
Okay,
ma'am.
So merciful
anyway,
hammer to the face.
Merciful hammer to the face. Art gives him a little creepy wave goodbye.
Oh, you dick.
He's just silent miming all the time with his creepy clown makeup and his creepy fucking face and his creepy fucking smiles.
What a real asshole.
The phone falls on the ground.
The phone falls on the phone.
And the guy who was calling clearly picks up because you hear on it, hello, Mike, you there? Like, what happened? Hello?
I got a hammer to the face.
Art just hammers the fuck out of the phone.
Stop it! Oh, okay. I thought he was still hammering his face.
No. So now the sister's walking around in that tire area.
Right.
Calling for the girls. Cut back to crazy mom. She rushes back to the carriage. Emily is gone.
Emily!
And she's like, Emily, where are you? You're scaring mommy. And then she has it's like realization hits her, and then she runs back out to another room. So sister's looking around that car area now.
Right.
And she's like, hello. And crazy mom now walks down this long hallway that's basically like an underground hallway that has logs all down the side of it.
What is this building?
I don't know.
What is this building? Please tell us what
weird building.
I am requesting this in a postmortem, please. What is this building? I would like a blueprint of this building, please.
Here, I think it's just one of those things where they
Kim, you just told me that there's an underground log hallway.
It is an underground log hallway.
Okay. Continue.
It's storage of logs, not made of logs.
I thought it was suddenly that they made a log cabin hallway.
No. It's like a cement,
log
the
storage.
Underground of a cement building where they store their logs.
Where they store the logs. Okay. Yeah, my log storage.
Underneath the tire storage.
Sure. And the garage.
In the car garage with the office and the apartments.
And the apartments. And
that are all dilapidated.
This
is very much like a low budget film.
Okay. Okay.
And so they probably basically just got
a warehouse that's used for lots of different things.
Or whatever. A couple locations that were like, cool, we'll use this. Cool, we'll use this. This is all in place.
I love it. I love it even more now. Great. Okay. So
and it's in the best way a low budget film. And it's even paying tribute to
low budget films.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's to the slashers of back in the day.
I'm in the log cabin hallway.
It's not a log cabin. Log storage.
Sorry, log storage cabin hallway.
Cement hallway, log storage.
Got it. Okay.
So she's in the long hallway looking for Emily. Cut back to the sister. She goes to some other door.
The restaurant. The horse restaurant.
Try to open it. It's locked. She starts banging on that.
Where they serve hay spaghetti.
Crazy. Cut back to crazy mom in the log storage hallway.
Oh shoot, I'm at the horse cafe. I meant to go to the blimp repair shop.
This is a really one-stop shop, this building. Get all my needs in one. That's where you could have gotten your it's like I wouldn't need it to return my fucking shower rod.
Nope.
I just take it to the hacksaw store.
The hacksaw store that's right next door to the incense tester place.
Crazy mom stops and she clearly sees something in front of her.
Got it.
Question number 8. What is it?
Oh, anything. It could literally be anything. What does she see in front of her? Is it fucking Art being a creep mime? A creep tart? No, is it Emily hanging upside down by her legs? Is it a horse at the horse cafe?
I'll give you a hint.
Is it a water fountain
discussed
full of rainbows?
It's definitely not something we've never seen before.
I've seen so many things. Is it a I mean,
I'm not saying no to all the things you just said, but you just said 25 things and didn't pick a fucking answer.
I'm
so
saying
give
it's
me
Emily.
a fucking answer.
I am saying it's Emily hung upside down by her legs.
Okay. I'm going to give you a half a point for that.
Okay.
It is Art sitting on the floor in the hallway, cradling baby Emily. And crazy mom's like, please don't hurt my little angel. Art gives her a shush finger.
Shh. What a creep.
Crazy mom walks really close and she says, Emily, it's okay. Mommy's here. She kneels down in front of him and says, is there kindness in you?
No.
Somewhere in your heart? Have you ever felt a mother's touch?
No.
And he looks up at her. And she says, can you show no mercy? She's all I have. Spare her. And he kind of glares at her. She reaches out and touches his cheek and caresses his face.
Nope.
And he rubs his head in her hand. And then she hugs him.
No!
And he leans down and sucks his thumb in her arms.
Oh, God.
And she says, shh.
Oh, no.
It's okay. Cut to
Is this a fetish thing again?
a pickup. Cut to a pickup truck pulls up outside. You knew I had trouble with those words. Fuck you. Fuck you.
A pull-up trick. Picks up out poop.
I didn't even write them in order. Like there's like different words all around in one little circle there. A pickup truck. A truck pickup pulls. A truck pickup pulls up outside.
Oh, God.
Pickup truck pulls up outside. It's another pest guy. Probably the one that Pest guy Mike called on his phone.
Yeah.
Sane Mike. He gets
This is
out.
crazy Mike's pest control.
So he's like pulling into the back area though, not the front street area. So he's like the back alleyway. So he gets out. The door there is locked. He calls Mike, gets the answering machine. He's like, yo, I'm outside. Every door of this fucking place is locked. Answer your fucking phone. And cut back to the sister. She's still looking around. And she's like, this is the last time I fucking do this.
Yeah.
And so she picks up her phone again and calls. And then she hears the phone ringing.
Oh, no.
Question number 9. What does she do? And what do you do?
Okay. I mean, she's going to walk towards the phone for sure. Because that is the logical thing to do, is walk towards the phone if that's what you hear. All right. I've decided I now carry some sort of weapon or mace on me at all times. Starting right now. So I'm going to pull that out. And I'm not going to walk towards the phone. I'm going to yell, hey, is that you? Do you need help? Don't say anything if you need help. Because I'm going to call the police right now. And that's what I'm going to do.
Sure. So she follows the sound of the phone. It takes her down a couple creepy steps. And she's like, guys, I know you're in there. If this is a prank, I will fucking kill you. And she walks through a door into another room and sees our scarecrow body.
And it wasn't. That's not what she was expecting. No, and it's also like not what you want to see.
No.
Nope. You would rather find her in a different state, shall we say?
Yes, 100%.
Got it.
So she sees scarecrow body.
Mm-hmm.
She screams, goes back up the creepy steps, and starts screaming for her sister.
Right.
Because she's still looking for her sister. So question number 10, what does she do and what do you do?
When you said up the stair, it's pointless to ask how to.
I understand.
But I mean, when you say up the stairs,
it was like
stairs.
It was 7 steps.
Okay, great. Because I hear stairs and I immediately am like, I shouldn't go up there. But if the stairs would take me back out to the entrance, that's where I'm trying to go.
She went down the stairs to
go to seek scarecrow body, to follow the phone and found scarecrow body. Okay. I am going to run back up the stairs. I still have my weapon of choice that I now carry with me at all times. And I'm going to
first off take away that weapon from you because that's not fair.
Okay.
If you don't have a weapon, you don't have a weapon.
Fine. Okay. I'm going to
You're
run
in these circumstances.
Back out the door. And as I'm running, I'm calling 911 and running out the door.
Okay.
What does she do? She runs up the stairs and continues to look for her sister. Like, doesn't run out the door, doesn't call 911, and is trying to find her fucking sister. And as we know from last week, just get out of there. Your sister is dead.
Leave the forest.
Leave the forest.
And the warehouse of requirements.
Just get out of there. The end. Goodbye. Movie over.
So she stops.
No,
turns
don't stop.
Back around.
Nope.
I think goes down the same steps. It was confusing,
Okay.
but basically is like looking for her sister. She pulls out her cell phone and starts using that as a flashlight in the dark.
I can't believe you took my weapon.
You don't fucking have a weapon. If you don't have a weapon, you don't have a weapon.
I'm getting one today.
You have you have a cell phone. That's
okay,
it.
Great.
So you, it doesn't even matter if you catch her and own a weapon because you're in these circumstances.
I hear you.
I was not in that fucking forest ever.
No, you did not. You're right.
And you made me make all kinds of decisions.
Go into that forest. Okay.
So now she's kind of looking through the dark with her phone and she sees Skeleton, her sister.
And how did Skeleton even die? I don't even fucking remember.
She was shot.
She was shot a bunch. Right.
But she sees her body laying on the floor. And it looks like so basically it's covered with a blanket. It looks like she is naked, but covered with a blanket and her head's like down. Mm-hmm. So like her hair is just covering all of her face and everything. Okay. But it looks like she's still alive because she's like a little bit struggling to move a little bit.
Oh, no.
So immediately sister's like calls the police.
I don't even mean to laugh. It just
tries to call the police, but she's not getting service because she's who knows where the fuck they are.
There's no service in the warehouse of requirements.
So she's like, kneeling in front. And then she hears, Emily, help me. Mm-mm. And she looks to her right and she sees a naked, bloody, crazy mom body.
Oh, no.
And it looks like her boobs are cut off.
Stop! Leave my boobs alone.
And she just like lifts her head up and she goes, help me. And then all of a sudden, the body that's in front of her sits up. It's Art Face in a wig.
Oh.
Naked Art Face.
Oh.
Wig.
Oh.
Hair. Art Face with wig on. He grabs her, but
sister?
grabs sister. But she's wearing like a sweat jacket basically. And so she
wiggles
like
out of it.
Wiggles out of a jacket. And I was like, we need that on our
wiggle,
survival
bitch.
guide.
Yeah.
Always wear a fucking jacket so you can like wiggle out of it.
Love it.
Kind of shake right out of that old jacket.
Love it.
And runs back up the stairs.
While you're at it, have trick limbs too. Just somebody grabbed your arm, just detach that shit.
just
Fucking
go and get yourself some trick limbs.
Goddamn gecko tail. Just leave it be.
She runs back up the stairs to some fucking window. I don't know. She tries to struggle to open it. She's like trying to open it. And then Art is now flamboyantly, almost like dance walking up the steps behind her,
asshole.
wearing
Skeleton?
wearing the wig and Crazy Mom's boobs.
Wearing her boobs.
Naked with boobs and a wig.
How has he attached
And
the
Art
breasts?
face. It's unclear. Maybe just a little necklace situation.
Uh-huh.
Little necklace or like shoulder pads, football style.
Oh.
maybe.
What a crafty guy.
Yeah.
He can come
clear.
to our plaster of Paris night.
A plaster of Paris.
Our plaster of Paris night.
Show us how to put some decorative fake boobs on.
Yeah. Love it.
Or real boobs, I should say.
Yeah.
Decorative real boobs.
Yeah.
On your body. Just some bloody boob bodies.
Bloody boob bodies.
Just kind of, enjoying. I wrote like just feeling
himself.
Feeling himself, herself, themself, feeling themselves.
Feeling itself.
Walking up the stairs.
Love it.
Just
Just
really
kidding, Art.
like,
You're not fucking invited to our plaster of Paris night.
and I wrote, I'm upset.
Me too.
Sister gets the window open a little and it has, of course, like some fucking chicken wire outside of it.
Sure.
And
In the chicken wire room.
of course. Got to keep the logs in.
Yeah.
Don't want any logs or tires getting out of there.
Nope. Sure don't.
So she screams out the window, of course, just being like, help me. And
That sounds
Art
like what I would do.
is just Art is just strolling around naked with his big ass clown shoes. Feeling myself. Sister now runs to a closet that's kind of like in the wall and gets in. And this is the only way I can describe it.
Sure.
But you know what I mean? It's just like
I
a
love it.
door that she
Yeah.
opens. And so she like climbs in and there's like a little peephole so she can see through. And so Art is just like mime dancing around right in front of her. And he stops and kind of stares directly towards the wall and smiles. And it's just kind of like doing that thing where he's just like laughing and like, stop it. Oh, me?
Oh, God.
But silent, obviously. Silent.
Right, because he's French.
Miming French clown. Yes. And then he stops and walks away.
That just really creeped me out, by the way, what you just did in
It
real
should-
life.
It should have.
You doing
Good.
it.
I'm glad.
I'm
That's
upset.
exactly what he did.
Great.
But silent and naked, only wearing fresh
Craft night
boobs.
boobs.
Craft night boobs. And of course,
Did
big
you
clown
say
shoes.
fresh boobs?
Fresh boobs.
Fresh boobs. Yeah, get your fresh boobs.
Right off the body. Cut them off with my own hacksaw.
Fuck my life.
Sarah. Going crazy. Oh my God.
Okay. Okay, so he's flirting with the peephole closet.
This is why I was like, why do we do this?
I don't know.
Why do we do this? So she can't see anything ahead of her now.
Okay.
She's looking and then bam, all of a sudden Art is right in front of the peephole. She screams. And now Art is like, I don't know if he's trying to open the door or if he's just trying to shake it to like scare her.
just to
Because
be
I'm
a
like,
dick.
why wouldn't he be able to get in?
Yeah.
And then
I think he's just being a dick.
I think he is. Like
Yeah.
he's just like, and she's just like, and then we hear honk, 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 honk. And so he stops and like ducks down again. Outside, fucking pest guy number 2 is like, fucking, yo, Mike, honk, 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 honk. And so now she does see through the little peephole. Art walks out of the room that we were in.
Okay.
So pest guy number 2 throws his equipment, his poison canteen, back in the truck, gets in, and he's like, fuck it, you're on your own, buddy.
Yeah.
And
I
he's
don't
about
disagree.
to start the car, and he thinks, and he gets out. He goes up to the doorway. There's a doormat. He lifts it up. There's a key underneath.
Don't be a good person, pest guy number 2. Get out of there.
And so, I mean, he's just not even being a good person right now. He's just trying to like fucking
know.
help his buddy do his job.
I know. I'm very upset.
So cut to the sister. She's still looking at like the people and just, trying to, she's just like,
Yeah. Just trying to get oxygen into her lungs.
back to pest guy number 2. He's inside. And he's like, Mike. And he's looking around. He's like, hello. And this is kind of more big open warehouse area.
Right. Sure. Sure.
It might. It's.
This is where
I'm not going to get involved.
The funeral moon bounces.
And he's like,
Art does?
no. That was Pascal. He was just looking for Mike.
Oh, okay.
I just wanted to whistle for you.
You're such a good whistler.
So looks down, sees bloody footprints, question mark?
Right.
Follows them, but maybe oil, because then we kind of see like a pile of oil. So it's
Right.
like, because it's dark. You know what I mean?
Probably not a super well lit warehouse of requirement.
Not at all.
Yeah.
And so he's just, sees these piles of things. Bam!
Yeah.
A mop falls over. And he's like, ugh.
Fucking mop.
He jumps. And he backs up and he trips over a baby doll.
Emily.
And he kneels down and picks it up, and it's kind of like bloody and dirty. And he's like, what the fuck?
Poor Emily.
And then from behind him, Art stands up. And he's
guy.
back in full black and white French costume. And he stabs him in the head.
Sure.
And then he grabs his head and he slices it off. And it's just bloody everywhere. Slice, 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 slice. Head all the way off.
Typical Art.
And drops it on the ground. He bends down and pulls the knife out of the head. And then he just kicks it away like a soccer ball.
Yep.
And then he hears bring, and he turns and looks behind him. Cut back to the sister. She's like slow peeking out of the closet now. Mm-hmm. She leaves that room.
Right.
Walks on maybe some insides or something, like, and is just like about to vomit, and sees the wig. So maybe it's the I don't even know.
Yeah.
Who could say?
She's at the intestine store.
Exactly. Oh, you've reached the intestine part of the building. Welcome. Please try not to vomit. Thank you. Have a good day. So she sees another door and goes to it. It's locked. So she is now kind of against some wall, and Art comes into that room, and he's riding a goddamn tricycle around.
Oh.
And just like riding a little tiny bike.
I see.
And then just like bring bling, bring
what a silly little guy.
and it
was the bring bring of the thingy.
Exactly.
Got it.
And kind of just riding little circles.
What a
right in the
goof.
room where she is.
Little goofball.
And he rides off away. And now she starts hiding behind cars. She's in the car room. She kind of sees him riding a little bit still, and then she can't see him anymore.
Oops.
And she crawls around behind some more cars and sees the bike on the ground. It's upside down and the wheels are spinning.
Oh, no.
Never a good sign.
Nope. He took a spill.
Goes into some other room where there's a shit ton of rats.
At the rat
room.
store?
It's the rat room. So she sees two things. On one side of her, she's basically... This is a room we've never seen before. It's pretty empty.
It's only those. This place is only made of rooms we've never seen before.
No, because we keep going back into like
to the
there's
car
some
room
standards.
Yeah,
car room,
tire room,
the log storage.
Right. Yeah.
We got the standards.
Yeah. Sure.
The stairwell.
Right.
Front doors.
Right.
We got those. So she sees kind of like a little in the wall, like a little cutout in the wall. And I don't know what that would normally be used for, but it was like built into the wall that way, like maybe for furnishing reasons or something.
Into something else,
like
or it's like
yeah,
a tunnel,
it's like probably a tunnel. I would assume maybe
a duct,
if you will,
not to be confused with a mallard.
A mallard.
Okay.
And then she sees across from her, like across like diagonal to the other side of the room, another door. Mm-hmm. And so she's kind of like looking around, and then bam, plastic on her face. Art is behind her holding plastic on her face.
Stop!
To smother her.
Oh,
so she's
my God.
struggling.
I'm glad you told me it was to smother her. I was unclear.
That was what plastic over your face does.
Gotcha.
I don't know if you ever knew this. Don't do it.
No, I needed you
Don't
to.
do it.
Thank you.
It's pulled tight around her face. Her mouth is open. So she's like,
oh, God.
That's question number 11. What does she do and what do you do?
Bite through it. Both of us. No, I'm going to actually. Okay. I am going to kind of try and bite through it, though. But I'm also going to do a little thing that my dad taught me for self-defense. So he's behind her?
Yeah. He's like holding the plastic around her.
Okay.
Head.
If I were to do this thing that my dad said where you basically kick as hard as you can their knee backwards. Can I do that? Like the way that I'm standing?
She's actually kneeling.
Oh, well, fuck me. Why is she kneeling?
Because she was crawling around.
She was crawling around.
Or like she like they're hunched because she was hunched in the car room. So
right.
There's a lot of hunch
All
walking.
right. Okay. I need to rethink now. So I'm kneeling down. I have plastic on my face. I'm still going to keep biting. So anything I'm doing, I'm going to keep trying to bite through that plastic. He's above me and behind me. Ooh.
Yeah, because he's standing. She's
Yeah. I think I'm going to elbow him in the nuts.
Ooh.
That's what I am going to do. Elbow him in the nuts. What does she do? Interesting. She throws a rat at him. No. What do I have? I don't know. I think we're both going to elbow him in the nuts. I know she didn't do that though because you were surprised.
She reaches inside her mouth and pokes a hole through the plastic and then just rips it all off.
So we were both on the same.
You were in the right path.
Yeah.
But I thought that was really good because her mouth
Super
was like wide
smart.
open and she was just like
Nice.
and then like could breathe and ripped it open.
Really fucking smart.
And immediately runs away across the room to the door.
Yeah.
And Art does a little like, what the fuck with the bag?
Nice.
To be like,
I am living
what
for
kind of
your.
happens with this plastic bag?
I'm
What's up
living
with
for
these
your
bags?
art impressions. I am living for them.
You gotta record some of them, bro.
Excuse me, can I have a half a point for the biting? I kind of feel like I deserve a half a point.
I'm gonna give you 1 point. So she
Stingy bitch.
grabs a metal rod.
Right. It from the metal rod room.
Yeah, those are everywhere.
They're everywhere.
We've got all kinds of rods and
Right.
2x4s and things. And I'm sorry, she didn't run away. She gets the bag off. She grabs a metal rod and she grabs a metal rod. She grabs a metal rod and she stabs him in the foot and then runs to the doorway.
Sure.
So fucking
Stabs him in the
good
foot.
on you.
I like that.
Good on you. And so Art is just stuck there and gives her the finger. And
Petty.
she's now running down creepy underground log hallway.
Oh, okay.
So she runs through that hallway and there's like a ladder that she then climbs.
Of course. Right. She thought of a ladder and it appeared.
It's kind of like the ladder that you would think, it's like a metal ladder that's
Right.
like up to something.
Yeah, that's what I thought of.
So pest guy Mike now back upstairs, bloody. He's crawling around on the steps and hears the screaming from her because obviously she's like, help.
Pest guy Mike.
Yeah.
That got hammered in the face?
Yeah. He only got one hammer to the head.
Oh, all right.
So,
Way to go, pest guy Mike.
I mean,
All
Art's
right.
got
Yeah.
a bunch of stabs and shit and he's still going. Like,
Yeah. Good for him.
I mean, maybe Art made the fatal mistake of not beating Mike with the hammer.
Maybe.
So, pest guy Mike's crawling around on the stairs, all bloody. Here's the screaming. And so I guess the sister, for whatever reason, the ladder wouldn't go anywhere. So now she's running back down the hallway and into some other room where she sees her sister skeleton's body sitting in a chair, dead body, in a chair with a big sign on it that says circus.
What?
And her face is all like mutilated and there's like Christmas lights kind of wrapped around her. Just
No, thank
mutilated
you.
face that says circus. And sister now slow walks to the body and starts crying. We see maybe a little shadow behind her. And then she's like, no, you can't be dead. Look at me. And it's not great acting here.
Oh, no.
I'm not usually the one to like,
I
say
know.
anything
So it
about
has
that.
to be bad.
And all I'm saying is, Damien, like, we're available for Terrifier
Yeah.
too.
We are totally available.
Just saying,
yeah.
we're available.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. I'm never like, I'm not actually ever trying to be a dick
No,
when I
and
say
I'm not
people are
trying to be
bad
a
at
dick
acting.
either.
Like, I'm just kind of like, but
I think, but also this was like
made.
made as a low budget film.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, this was like on a different level than probably what the second one is going to be, I think.
Yeah.
Since this one got so big.
Yeah.
So just saying, we're available.
We're here. Hi. We'll be in it. Don't cut our boobs off. Bye.
I mean, if that's what it takes, if you
It's
need
fine.
to hacksaw
Cut
my
my
body
bo-
in
yeah.
half, I'm still down.
Yeah.
So anyway, she's just like, you can't be dead. Look at me. No. And she's like kneeling at the body in the chair. And behind her, we see Art. And now he has his chain of weapons. Just a chain of weapons with at the end is just a bunch of like dangly pointy things.
Oh,
kind of like, you know, take your pick of a doctor's office things. The little, you know, the little tray,
like little
that you see at the doctor's office with all your surgeon
scalpels,
tools, some scalpels,
a
couple scalpels, some
hacksaws.
scissors.
Yeah,
so just little pointy things, just dangling at the end of the chain.
Sure,
and you know,
I'm so tired.
Goes ahead and swings at her.
Oh, right.
Cuts her arm, hits her again, and again, and again, and again. Just slicing her up. And so now we're on him, and then behind him stands up Pest Guy Mike! Pest Guy Mike!
Yay!
So he hits Art over the head. He knocks him out. He picks up Sister, and he's like, come on, I gotta get you out of here.
Yeah.
They leave. Art is on the floor. They go into another room, close the door. Mike locks it, I think. And he sits her down, and slightly across the room is a phone. So he's like, I'm going to go over there and call the police. And she's like, no, don't leave me.
No, bitch, no.
And he's like, I'm not going to leave you. I'm just going to go over there and use the phone. But also, I look, I loved everything about this movie, but I hated that part. Yeah. I was like, go fuck yourself.
Yes.
That she's going to be like, oh, no, don't leave me.
I can't.
I get it. She's scared. It's literally it's in the same room. He's not even leaving.
You can see him. Like, yes.
We get it.
Right.
We get it. She's a damsel in distress.
Blah,
we get
blah,
it.
blah, 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 blah.
Damien, we're still available for Terrifier 2.
Soups avails.
Totally here for you.
Yeah.
So he goes to the phone, calls 911. And somehow that phone works. I don't know.
Right.
And he's like, there's people dead, et cetera, et cetera. He's like, it's an old warehouse. This woman here, she's cut up. She's cut all over. She's bleeding. Yeah. She's conscious. I knocked him out, but it's not safe. He's armed and he's like a total maniac. And And so 911 lady says, okay, stay calm and remain on the line until the police get there.
Right. Question
number 12. What do you do and what do they do?
They don't remain on the line. No. Okay. I think he freaks out and he's like, no, I got to get out of here. He's going to come back. And he hangs up the phone. I am going to do something nice for the damsel in distress and tell her to come over to me with the phone. So I have to stay on the phone. You said there's rods and robs everywhere. So I'm going to grab one of those. I'm also going to stay on the phone and I'm going to arm myself and I'm going to keep my back up against the wall and fucking hope to God that the cops are around the corner. That's all I can do.
I think at this point it's your best chance.
Yeah, that's all I can do.
Stay in one place.
Totally.
And it seemed like he locked a door. It was, again, hard to tell.
Yeah.
But it's like, arming yourself.
Who knows if this maniac has keys to every door? Who the fuck knows?
We don't know.
Yeah.
So he is like, also, Pest Guy Mike actually does have keys to things. So
right. So he
probably actually locked a door.
Does he still have his poison?
No.
Oh, shit. Okay.
He left that upstairs.
Damn it, Mike.
So he is like, no, I'm not staying here. I'm taking her to an emergency room. And he hangs up.
I don't think so.
And he's like, my truck is right outside. Can you walk? And she says, yeah. And so he kind of like helps her like hobble through a door to some other doors.
Right.
So
we're back into the door room.
But this is the door room. So I'm going to say that this is where we are. It looks exactly like the front doors that are chained with a padlock on them, except I think that these are on the other side of that hallway that would lead into the back alley. But it's the same kind of like double door opening from the inside, has a chain locked around it.
Got it.
With a padlock.
Got it.
So they get to there, which is like basically that's definitely the doors to the outside.
Got it.
And they get to that. It's a fucking chain padlock situation.
Yeah.
So she's right in front of, she stays at the door. He starts looking down the hallway because there's shit all in this area of the hallway. He starts like looking down around the hallway, I guess, for something to help them get out. And then all of a sudden,
Art.
Here comes Art.
God.
from some other doorway, and he is like a big ass barrel, and he just
I'm sorry, a barrel?
it reminded me of a half keg.
Okay. Okay, got it.
Similar, you know what it might have even been? The canteen of poison, but
Oh.
it was similar to that ish.
Okay,
So maybe it was
okay.
that. And he hits Mike in the face.
Yep.
And knocks him onto the ground.
Uh-huh.
And then he hits him again in the face.
Oh.
And then he kicks him in the face. Again. And again.
Those
And
big
again.
clown shoes.
So
Shit.
now the sister is trying to get out the chain door. Art is stomping Mike's face.
Right.
And then just like silent laughs because he just can't
He just loves
fucking
his
handle
job.
it.
He just
can't
fucking
handle
loves
it.
his
He's
job.
just like,
He's just living his best life.
can't even handle this.
Oh, God.
Oh my God.
Kim,
Look
I'm
at that
so
face.
sorry.
Look
What are-
at that face.
What are we doing?
So sister grabs a metal rod.
Right. The rods
And
everywhere.
The rods are everywhere. And she starts hitting the fucking padlock.
Love it.
And fucking just like,
Because what else the fuck can
whatever.
you do? Yeah.
Exactly. And now Art's done with pest guy Mike and starts slow walking towards sister.
Right.
She just fucking keeps hitting.
Yeah.
And he's slow walking towards her.
Sure.
And she hits. The lock breaks.
Yay.
Art grabs her neck.
Ah, fuck.
The chain completely falls off. He starts strangling her. She drops the rod because she's being strangled,
Right.
unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
But then she reaches back and puts a finger in, like, I guess his wound or something like that.
Oh, nice bitch.
So he lets go for a second. She opens the door and runs outside. She's in the back alley area.
All right,
She now
we're
runs to the door.
What? Which door?
That I know. She runs to the door.
If she runs anywhere other than far, far
outside
away.
away. I know. So I don't understand like exactly what this is pointing out into, but she basically in front of her is the pest guy like pickup truck and the door that he went into, the one where the
Okay.
doormat was.
Right.
So she tries that door, but it's locked. And right next to it are like two more doors. Two more doors that are more like garage doors that you would pull open. And they have a big thing spray painted on them that say keep out. And they have
keep out.
they have a chain wrapped around them from the outside. So
Right.
that's like someone else did that. Like it
Right.
was meant to be there. But it's that kind of chain where it's like not so tight that it can open a little bit.
little
So
bit.
she squeezes in between them.
Are you fucking
no.
kidding me?
No. It's upsetting.
Why?
I don't know.
Run
I
away.
am unsure.
Oh my God.
It's
I'm
upsetting.
furious.
I was also
furious.
why I couldn't understand why. So she squeezes through the opening and a hand reaches in
Of course.
through and grabs her hair.
Right.
So now she's like struggling to get free and she rips her hair out basically and gets away.
This is why Kim and I are going to be shaving our heads.
Survival guide number 432.
Shave your
fucking head.
heads.
So
It's Art, right?
it's Art. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Sorry. Yeah. His hand
I
reaches
just,
through.
yeah.
He's now, she's released, but
It's
he's
another
now,
killer.
he's now just like reaching his arm through because
Right.
he can't really like fit. And she stops and turns back and it's just like, get away from me.
Oh,
leave me alone,
stop.
you fucking maniac.
Stop.
Not great.
I can't.
Again, Damien Leone.
We're available.
We're available for Terrifier 2
and for acting
for acting.
and to
We're
do
actors.
it well. We're very good.
We have a podcast to
Yep.
offer as well.
We're doing it right now.
This is a part of it.
Yep.
So, if you
would like to hire
if your agent could
actors.
call our agent, your
Yep.
people call my people.
Yep.
Epic, Dread, all you guys, like
Yeah.
we're available.
Give us
Just
a call.
saying.
Yep.
So,
Jesus fucking Christ.
Then,
I'm so mad at this bitch.
Art now puts a little horn through the slot, and it's a little clown horn. Honk 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 honk.
Isn't he so cute?
I know.
He's
just
such a silly
having a
little
blast.
bunny.
He's just having
What
the
a
best
goofy goofball.
time.
Yeah.
Just a little like honk honk. And she's like, leave me alone. Stop it.
Stop talking to him.
And she grabs another rod.
right.
And he disappears now from the doorway.
I don't buy it.
Question number 13. What does she do? What do you do?
Go back in time and not go into this little crawl space. Okay. What the fuck am I in?
Like another warehouse.
Well, just another warehouse. Well, I can't. I am okay. All right. Okay. I'm gonna do me first. I don't know if there is another door, but I am assuming that there is stuff in this warehouse. Correct? Stuff.
Seems like stuff's around. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Hear me out. I'm gonna fucking turn stone cold silent, and I am going to hide in something somewhere. Okay, behind stuff, in stuff, whatever the fuck I can find. All right? I'm going to stay there because I'm going to assume that Mr. Cutesy Clown is not actually gone, and he's trying to come into where I am for sure. Okay. So I'm going to remain hidden, but observant of where he comes in from and what is available to moi. When he comes in, I'm going to stay silent and then run the other direction out and away and down the street, screaming my fucking head off. That's me. What does she do? Start loudly crying, not hiding, in plain sight, lamenting her current state of affairs. No, I bet what she actually does is she like goes up to where she is and is like, is he gone? And then he stabs her in the head or some shit. Or thwacks her in the face with one of his craft boobs.
His plaster Polaris boobs?
His plaster Polaris boobs.
Wait, she does what?
She like goes up to the thing that she crawled through to get in and is like, is he gone? Yep. Dumb bitch.
She crawls back to the opening.
You fucking idiot.
And peeks out. Nothing.
This chick has made me more mad than any chick we've talked about.
I know, it's upsetting.
I'm very mad.
We're mad at her for so many
reasons. Yeah.
She turns around and hobbles to some door.
Sure.
It's locked.
Sure.
And she hears sirens in the distance.
Okay.
The cops are coming.
Okay.
So now she runs back to that little opening. She looks through, and the pickup truck drives right at
into her face
through the door. And it's Art.
Sure. Oh, thank you. I wasn't sure who was behind the wheel.
Yeah,
but now I see. Okay.
He's dancing.
Great.
Listening to some kind of like very fucked up sounding jazz music. It sounds like almost like jazz / murder.
Right.
It's like your murder jazz music.
Murder jazz music.
Yeah.
I'm familiar.
Yeah.
I have a whole Spotify playlist of it.
Murder jazz. He's loving it.
Oh, yeah.
Having the best time.
Oh, yeah.
He's
nothing like a murder jazz soundtrack to your murders.
Sister's on the ground now, passed out, blood pouring from her mouth.
Passed out? Or run overed?
No, because I think she saw it coming, so she kind of back. I mean, I think she got hit by a truck, but like is not run over.
Okay,
she's not down, not run overed.
I wish we
knocked it down, did not run over.
I wish we had a transcript of our episodes. Okay, so she's passed out.
Art gets out of the car truck and leans over her, really close to her face, and touches the blood. And gives a little lick.
Yeah, he just wants to see what it tastes like.
And then we hear cops pull up outside.
Hey guys.
And we see Art kneeling down over her.
Right.
The truck is behind him. And he's just gnawing on something.
I'm sorry?
Eating something over her body. Gonna say it's her body.
Oh.
And I write, ew.
He's having some people jerky.
And so the police come around the truck behind him and they're like, police, don't fucking move. He stops and lifts his head and they're like, put your hands up. He doesn't move.
No.
They're like, put your fucking hands up.
No.
And so he slowly lifts one hand, his left hand, and they can't see because he's like very like hunched over, you know. He's slowly reaching into his shoe with the other hand. Fuck. And so they're like, show me your right hand. And they're like, you're going to get fucking shot, dude. Show us your right hand.
Shoot him.
He smiles, turns around and puts a gun in his own mouth. And the cops are like, no, 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 no. He shoots himself in the head.
Great. Bye.
And the cops are like, fuck. And they call for assistance. And so one of the cops walks over to them at their bodies. He looks at them and he says, oh my God.
He's alive.
And the other cop is like, what? What did he say? Like, what did he realize? Why did he say that?
Art's still alive. Or her face is eaten off. Both.
I didn't write down this question number, but I guess I was going to be like, this could be a question or a bonus, but
okay. Gotcha.
you didn't get it. So
great. Cool.
the answer is she's still alive.
Ah, shit.
So we hear the sister kind of move a little bit.
Did he eat her face, though?
Well, I'll tell you.
All right.
Cut to the coroner's office.
Right.
Some, I guess, EMTs are like wheeling in two bodies in bodies bags.
Sure. In the yep.
Bodies
bags.
In bodies bags. Owned by body.
Yep.
For the body.
Yep.
Given to bodies.
You betcha.
Bags.
Get your bags, yeah.
We got boobs. We got bags. We got bodies all around you. So, and they're super friendly. Like they're kind of like joking around. Like this is their job. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, you can't be fucking dismal.
They're rolling
all the
them
time.
in, and it's like a murder suicide. And so, and they're all like, you know, very New Yorker and stuff. And so like the coroner guy is like, all right, what do we have behind showcase number 1? And the EMT's like, this guy has severe head trauma, probably going to have to ID him by his teeth. That is if you can dig them out of the back of his skull. And so the coroner's like, all right, going to need to put on another pot of coffee then. And the other EMT chick is like, you're going to need something a lot stronger than that. They just found 2 more bodies. And he's like, fuck, did they get the sick fuck who did this thing? And they're like, that's showcase number 2. And they point to the other body bag.
I'm so tired.
And they say the police found him eating the face off of some girl after he ran her over with a truck. And then he blew his brains out.
I'm so tired.
So then the coroners, they have some food talk and things like that where the
Sure.
coroner's like, can you guys stop and get me breakfast? Da, 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 da. And like one of the EMTs is like, how can you even like talk or think about food with all of this? And he's like, I've been doing this for 22 years. Once you've seen an 8-month-old microwave to death, everything
What?
else is just old hat.
Don't just fucking throw that shit in there. Oh my don't. What the fuck? What? Kim, why do we do this? What are we doing? What the fuck?
I know, it's so good.
Good night. I'm asleep.
So good. I love it so much.
I'm asleep.
It's so good. So the EMT leaves. EMTs leave. So now the coroner kind of gloves up. He opens up body bag number 1. It's Pesky Mike's body, and his face is
Fucked up.
Now he goes over to Art, unbuckles it, unzips it. It's a bloody clown face.
Right.
All of a sudden, the lights start flickering.
Oh, fuck.
The lights start flickering. Phone kind of starts ringing. It's like weird sounds and maybe some screams and stuff. And it's like flick, 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 back to normal. The doc is looking around, or coroner is like looking around like, what the fuck?
Was that?
He turns back around. Art grabs his neck. Art sits up with crazy eyes and strangles him. Cut to a hospital. And we hear, thanks for everything, doctor. And we see on the screen 1 year later. And it's 2 parents with a girl in a wheelchair. Leave me alone. So tired. Her back is to us, so we're just seeing her hair,
Right.
wheelchair, parents above talking to the doctor. And they're like, thanks for everything. And the doc's like, we're going to miss her. She always makes everyone laugh. And the mom's like, yeah, she certainly hasn't lost her sense of humor. And the dad's like, still a wise ass, you know, kind of loving on her and stuff. And the doc is like, well, that's a good thing. It's good to stay positive, you know. And in a weird kind of voice, we hear, thank you, doctor. And she turns, and it's mutilated face from the beginning.
Oh, no.
And they start wheeling her away, and the doc says, oh, and good luck on your interview tomorrow. Freeze on her face, and it kind of turns all red. And we hear, honk, honk, and a flicker of Art's bloody face. Cut to black.
So that was Sister Face?
Yep. So the survivor woman from this, it turns out the entire movie
was about
was a flashback to the year
that.
earlier.
Yeah.
Of her surviving the massacre.
I am going to take a little walk through a little forest. What
suicide forest?
Balls did you just do to me? Goodbye.
Do you want to do points first, or do you want to talk about some things first? I've got some things.
I need points first.
You need a minute?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll cut up some points for you. Cut them up. I'll cut them
I'll
up.
cut up some
geez. Oh,
points.
geez.
I don't even care anymore. Go ahead.
Cut them up.
Justin, can you believe it's almost time?
Time for what?
The 2019 live stream for The Cure. This is our 3rd year hosting this amazing event, with every single cent going toward cancer research.
The Cancer Research Institute funds research into immunotherapy to create a future immune to all forms of cancer.
And this amazing nonprofit organization is rated over 92% by charitynavigator.org and puts 88 cents of every dollar toward cancer research.
Last year, thanks to an amazing team of collaborators, fans, supporters, and listeners, we raised over $5,000 in 30 hours on the air.
And this year, with your help, we're going for our biggest goal yet.
Tune in May 17th to the 19th on twitch.tv/epicfilmguys for 40 hours of amazing content as we try to reach $7,500.
And for more information or to find out how you can become a part of the event, please visit www.livestreamforthecure.com. Together, we can make a difference.
Okay.
Hello again.
Lauren Ketchum Porter Martin, this might cheer you up.
What?
Out of 31 points, you got 24 points.
Yay! That's not bad.
That's fucking great.
That's really good. 24 out of 31.
Hells yeah, girl.
Nice job. And did I fucking nail it on the Dead or Alive?
You fucking did, you dumb bitch.
I know.
You only got one wrong.
Yeah.
How?
Which one did I get wrong?
TV interviewer lady.
Was alive, I said.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm great at this. I don't know what to tell you.
You're a bitch.
I know.
So that was
fuck
Terrifier.
my fucking life. Fuck my life.
I
blame Patrick.
I was so upset.
Ewald. I blame you for this.
It was upsetting in all the best ways. And I was just like, here's the thing. I'm scared of scary movies.
Right. Yeah. Why?
I'm scared of clowns.
Yep.
I was scared afterwards.
Right.
I was upset.
Yeah.
I felt warm.
What are we?
I had to take a sweatshirt off. I was hot.
What are
I
we?
was screaming.
What are we?
No.
What are we? Who do we? What are we?
Alone, a room by myself, just screaming. No, and laughing.
Why do we?
Uncomfortably.
What are we? Why do we? What are we?
And I'm scared.
Yeah.
Scared of scary movies.
Cool.
And this did it.
Do you know it's so funny? You're scared of scary movies. Do you know what our fucking podcast is about?
Is it about scary movies?
Scary movies.
It's weird.
That we have to watch.
So, do you know anything about this movie and how
Zero.
it was made? So, Damien Leone is the writer-director. Yeah. He created the story of Art the Clown. And Art the Clown has, like, become an icon already.
Jesus
like,
fuck.
It's, like, the new fucking, like, horror character. Yeah. That people, like,
holy shit,
fucking have, like, tattoos of and, like, wear to conventions and shit like that. Like, it's, like,
God.
so kind of cool to, like, come up with, like, this new icon, you know? But what's interesting is, like, he came up with the character in, like, a short that he made in 2009.
Shut
his
up.
First short that he made, he calls it, like, his kitchen sink of, like, tale, basically, because he's like, everything was in there. Right. He's like,
kind of like the warehouse of requirement.
Witches and this and that and da-da-da-da.
I love
and,
it.
like, people just, like, kind of latched on to Art the Clown a little bit.
Yeah.
So this movie...
Did you say what it was called just now? Or the 2009 short?
It's called The Ninth Circle.
Okay.
But listen, there's more.
Yeah, okay.
So because of that, he made a short in 2011 called Terrifier.
Okay.
So basically he, like, made the short and then, like, got it made into a full-length feature.
Holy shit.
And he was going to be making it basically from a fucking Indiegogo.
Oh shit.
And was like reaching out to people for money. And one of like, he happened to just like know someone that was like, wait, what is this for? And like that person was like, I'll fund it for you. But it was still like a super fucking low budget film. Like it was like
super indie.
This wasn't like made by Dread and Epic. You know, it was like picked up by them.
Right.
Like,
holy
you know,
shit.
So isn't that fucking cool?
That's super cool.
Like it's rad. And he's a special effects makeup artist.
Oh, so
like,
I bet shit looked legit.
Exactly. And so like Tom Savini is like his, you know, like his inspiration for becoming that and everything. So like that was one of the things. He's like, I know that this is my fucking skill set. Like, or like this is like the specialty that I have.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, it's like, he's like, I can make it look fucking like gnarly and gruesome and shit like that. And like, it's one of the reasons why they say like this, that's the scene, the hacksaw scene. And he's like, I don't know, like I just read an interview with him like in Dread, and it's just like, he's like, what can I do to make things different, you know? And it's like he just like went for it. And
wow,
what was so cool about it is like it is very like low budget slashery, which he was like, honestly, like we haven't seen that in a really long time.
Yeah.
He's like, those are the things I grew up with.
Yeah.
But he's like, there's not many slashers like of our time, and even if they are, it's like Scream and things like that aren't as gruesome.
Right.
And he's like, so he fucking like went for it, and he's like, what can I do to stand out?
Holy shit.
And he like did it. And it's like so fucking cool.
That's really inspiring.
And so he like wrote it, directed it, and did the fucking special effects makeup, like, and put the clown in makeup and shit. Like,
that's
it's
amazing.
Super inspiring. So
we're available, just in case you forgot.
So once again,
we are available.
We're available because we actually shared that. I think he posted like a picture being like, the Terrifier 2 has been written, or at least the first draft.
Shit.
So he's definitely working on that. So yeah, I don't know. I just thought it was really cool because we've made our own like short films and stuff like that. Like we know the process, we know the deal.
And to have someone be like, here's your money. Like, can you find, oh my God, that's
like,
amazing.
And what was cool about it too is like, there are some like kind of, is it Roadhouse? Is that the word I'm looking for?
Well, yes.
Films that are like, they know they're being cheesy, but they're like being purposely cheesy almost.
Yeah, it's like a genre.
Yeah. And he's like, this has like a little bit of that in it in a way without like purposely being cheesy.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I do.
Like, it's like if you try to be real and then it ends up being cheesy, then that kind of makes it fun.
Yeah.
As compared to being like, sometimes it's a little like, okay, like it's like cheesy and we know you're being cheesy and we all get it. But like sometimes that's fun too.
Yeah.
But like I don't
Leprechaun.
know. I liked that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I liked that this was like, I don't know. It's like a throwback to like a slasher film, and like fucking go for it, knowing that this is what it's supposed to be, and that this is, you know, that
I'm gonna
that is what this
Warwick
is.
Davis this shit.
Yeah, and I just loved it. It was really fun, and I was fucking upset.
I'm upset. I'm really
Rightfully
upset.
so.
I'm really upset.
I'm really glad that I got to tell it to you, so I got some of my feelings out.
This is the first time that I've ever felt like saying to you, keep to yourself. You fucking bitch. All right. Well,
so is there anything else? I don't know. If anyone wants to get us into Terrifier 2, we're available.
Yeah, we are avails.
Please follow us on things.
Yeah, follow us at kksampodcast. Also, check out our merch. Check out our Patreon. We are going to have a lot to talk about in our next postmortem.
Please subscribe.
Yeah.
And please rate and review. Please review. That would really help us.
Yeah.
And then
share with your friends. Subscribe.
And cool.
Make yourself a little KK Sam to-do list and just check that ish off.
And that's all. We love you.
Yeah.
And we super appreciate everyone who listens.
So much.
Everyone's so fucking rad.
So much.
We really love all of you.
This has been Kim and Kat Stay Alive.
Maybe. So until next week.
Stay alive.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Ghosted me. I'm done.